Okay, today we have something really cool to look at. Thrive launched a brand new feature, kind of like snuck it under the radar in the latest update that I just updated to today, and it contains a new feature called design packs. We might be a little bit early on this one because I had to hunt around and find it to figure out what it does. And when I found it, I was pleasantly surprised to see that design packs are a way to export and import pretty much your entire website. We're talking your theme, your landing pages, your posts, your pages, pretty much everything that you would build in Thrive, and essentially package it up. I guess that's where they got the name design packs, and be able to modularize it and send it off to another website. So let's explore this new feature, and then we'll regroup and talk about my thoughts. So we're on my Thrive dashboard. It's essentially the main page for all things Thrive inside your WordPress site. And if you scroll all the way down here in the bottom left, you'll find design packs. At least that's where it's at when I'm recording this video. And you can see here all of your Thrive Suite designs, theme templates, landing pages, post page content gathered in one place, available for you to quickly export or import. When we click on Manage Design Packs, we get this nice little clean interface here that has an export and an import tab. Just clicking over real quick to the import tab, you can see we're going to be dropping in our design pack when we're ready to import it. But let's build a design pack, and I can show you kind of how that works, what you're able to export, and then we'll take it over to a completely separate site of mine. We'll go one by one here and start with Thrive Theme Builder. So in Thrive Theme Builder, you can create themes, essentially groupings of the templates that you've designed, and you can basically give them any name you want. We're on my main site here, and here I have a theme that I've called the Convology theme. Now to add this to my design pack, I just check the box, click Save and Close. And so far we've added one theme to our design pack. We can open up our landing pages. Here you see the ones that I have on my site. I have some for my different courses. So let's go ahead and export one for my Thrive Apprentice course, and maybe we'll bring my theme builder course over as well. We'll click Save and Close. And now Pages is going to bring up all of the pages on your entire site. It's kind of cool. We'll bring over one or two. We'll bring over my Convology Pro page and my courses page. Click Save. So now we have two landing pages and two pages. And if I open up posts here, you can see that on my main site, I have 131 posts. If I check that box, it's going to bring over all of them. That's a lot. So I'm just going to uncheck that or click clear selection, and then you can click into custom selection and you can choose I only want certain ones, or I want all of the posts in a category, or I want all the posts in a tag. I thought these two were particularly cool. For us, we'll give this a try. We'll click I want to export the following posts, and let's just export my latest one, or one of my latest ones. How about my how to set up Amazon SES? So we'll go ahead and click Save and Close there. So we have a nice little kind of collection here, or design pack, if we're going to stick with the wording there. So we've got a nice design pack of everything, and we're going to click Export Content. That actually went pretty quick, although it was a pretty small pack. Now you can see that you can automatically start downloading your pack, and they give you a link, and you can then click Done. One quick note here, if you're on a host like a Nginx server, or you've got a host that has some security features like I do, when you try to download templates from Thrive, particularly this type of download, when you initiate that download, it's actually going to bring up a 403 error page. It's going to say forbidden, and it's not going to let you download it. That's a security feature. It's to your benefit, but what you can do is find these different downloads inside of your hosting by accessing it via FTP. That goes beyond the scope of this video, but I did want to bring that up just in case you're in a similar situation. And if you're curious where inside of your FTP you're going to find the design packs, it'll be under your WP contact folder inside of Uploads, and Thrive's created a new folder called Thrive Design Packs. You'll just find it inside of there, and then you can just download it to your downloads folder to your desktop. So with our design pack downloaded, I went in via FTP, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and click Done. All right, and now it's time to import, but I'm not going to do it here on Convology. Instead, I'm going to open up just a local site, which is just like a demo version of WordPress that I've spun up on my computer. And I'm going to jump over here. You can see in the upper left demo site, we have changed sites. I'm going to scroll down again. I'm going to go to Manage Design Packs, and I'm going to go to Import. And now let's go ahead and select our file. So we'll click Select File, and this brings up our WordPress media library. This should feel very familiar for those of you that are familiar with importing designs and content and themes into your website in the other sides of Thrive. That was pretty quick. We have our design pack. We'll go ahead and click Select File. And now it's identified our pack, and we'll click Import Design Pack. Okay, the estimated time to completion here is about 30 seconds. I'll fast forward this and just let you know how long that took at the end. Okay, that was surprisingly accurate, actually. It took about 30 seconds for that to import. Not too bad. And they've kind of given you these checkboxes that say, yep, you've got your theme builder and you've got a link to go directly there, your templates and your content. Now, what I want to do is I want to go and explore these and see if it actually worked. And I'm going to compare side by side what I had on my original site and what we have on the new site. And when I open up Thrive Theme Builder, the top option here on the upper left menu is themes. And you can see that I'm on my demo site, right? So I've got the Omni theme, my Doug test site theme, a bunch. And then down here, I have my Convology theme. And I'm going to go ahead and click activate on that. Okay, that was pretty quick. I've got the Convology theme activated now, and let's just click through a couple of different sections just to make sure everything got brought over just fine. First, I'll check out typography. And yep, that's my typography set. And I'm going to go to templates. And yeah, sure enough, it actually surprised. Yeah, wow, it brought over my homepage. It brought over my default post template. That looks perfect. My default page template will jump in there. And then some of my blog templates. That actually hopefully worked better than I was expecting. So let's dive in and take a look at some of these. All right, so now let's take a look at the pages that got brought over. And the pages get brought over in a very interesting way. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. You'll remember we brought over the courses page. And if I go over to my main site, this is what my courses page looks like. So we brought this page over, and then I think we brought over my Thrive Apprentice to Master course. So we're going to be looking for these two pages. And then lastly, we brought over, if I jump back to my blog, we brought over this one right here, how to set up Amazon SES. So we're going to look for this post and we're going to look for those two pages. And I'm glad I brought over those two pages because they are two different types of pages. So first, let's go ahead and do courses. This is a standard page built within my theme. I'll just go ahead and save that as a draft and edit this with Thrive Architect. Okay, and because this was a normal page, we're going to choose normal page. And you would think that the pages would be brought over just inside your normal pages library. Well, it doesn't bring them over that way. We'll kind of wrap this up at the end when I talk about this. But in order to bring over your page content, what they've done, if I expand the element tray on the right, they've brought it over as a template and a symbol. So this is one way that we can access it. We'll click templates and symbols. And then if I go under templates and I scroll down, you can see here, there it is, courses. Click on that. And here we go. They've brought in the entire page. Looks pretty much exactly like it was. Everything from fonts, well, I hope the fonts look right because we brought over the theme as well. But everything is brought over exactly like it was. Every image, every word, every design element, all of the spacing looks perfect as well. And while we're here in Thrive Architect, I do want to point out when it brought over my theme, because I built my menu inside of Thrive, let me just save this. Because I built my menu in Thrive, it brought over my menu. Now, the logo that you're seeing here, obviously different from my Convology logo, but this is the logo on the site that I imported to, and I already had my logo set up as my Doug test site logo. So let's preview this. And this is what it looks like on my test site. It even has my navigation perfectly brought over. And this is what it looks like on my main site. It's exact. So that's actually a really, really good migration. We'll talk about some of my thoughts on how you have to access these pages and these designs. But in terms of having to rebuild that versus doing this, that's pretty spot on. So that was a normal page. Let's go ahead and take a look at a landing page. So we brought over my Thrive Apprentice one, my apprentice sales page. So we'll just do this like a sales page example, save our draft and edit in Thrive Architect. Now for this one, we're going to choose pre-built landing page because we're bringing over a landing page. And over here on the left-hand side, you have my saved landing pages. So we'll click on that. And here we have under my saved landing pages, you can see this little flag in the upper left-hand corner. It says design pack. So that's pretty cool. It actually saved them as their own new thing. And for us, we brought over our theme builder and our apprentice sales page. So I'll click on my Thrive Apprentice course one. And sure enough, it brought over literally my whole template. It brought over just about, yeah, that looks pretty good. The only thing I saw that was a little bit different was that there was a color here. It's showing red. I know that red, that's a red that I've played around on with this demo site before. When I highlight it, it does show the blue that it should be. And if I click that blue and click apply, it still is not updating it. So what it's doing is it's keeping a styling that I had on the site previously. So aside from that one color hiccup right there, this does appear to be a perfect migration of this page, which I would expect nothing less. It's essentially pulling over a pre-built landing page, which we've done before in Thrive. But it did nicely bundle it all into one file, the design pack that we could bring over. So that was our landing page example. Let's go over to posts and add a new post. And I want to show you how we bring over those. So Amazon SES example, right? That's the page that we essentially brought over. So again, similar to pages, it's not going to list it in my all posts section. I wish it would. Instead, it's going to bring over all of our content saved because we built it in Thrive Architect. And it's going to let us import it in a similar way. So let's click Launch Thrive Architect. And by the way, while we're here, you can see that it is using my exact post template, same post template I have on Convology.com. But again, to add this in, we're going to have to go to our element tray, add a template and a symbol, and then scroll down. And here it is in the bottom left, how to set up Amazon SES, Fluent CRM, etc. I'm going to click on that and it populates my entire page here. So it brought over my complete guide, even all of my styling, little styling things that I did, brought over all of the images. And if I keep scrolling, it's still in my same template other than my different logo, but everything looks perfect. Now, one thing, it didn't bring over this featured image. Let's go ahead and save our work and jump back here. And let's go to our featured image section and see if it brought over my thumbnail that I made. And looking through my media library here, I'll even load more to be safe. But looking through here, it definitely did not bring over the featured image that I had for that blog post. And I even did go back and check the file structure inside of the zipped folder for this design pack. And sure enough, inside of the folder for all the posts that it brought over, there was a featured image folder and there was no featured image inside of that. Now, if we come back to my main site here and we see my featured image, this is built using Thrive. This is built using the dynamic featured image. And if I edit this post just inside of the WordPress editor and I go over to the featured image here, let's go to the gear and then scroll down, you can see that it is set. So for whatever reason, it didn't bring that over. I don't know if that's like one of those nuances with different hosts that they're going to have to work their way through, or I don't know if it's just a bug, or again, this feature literally came out today. This could just be an initial thing, but it is something that I found that I just wanted to bring up in case you're thinking, well, I'm going to import 100 posts. You might want to wait because you might have to go back in and do each one of those featured images one by one. Okay, so all things considered, that is infinitely faster than a lot of the ways I've had to migrate and rebuild Thrive sites in the past. But there are a couple things I want to talk about. The first one, aside from I think it's a bug with that featured image not coming over on the blog post, one feedback that I have is I wish that all of the pages would just import as normal pages under your all pages section. I get why they don't, because this is a Thrive design pack thing. It's for designs, it's for things built in Thrive. And because I wrote all of my blog posts in Thrive, it was able to save them as designs, as templates or symbols, the template and symbol thing we brought in, and I'm able to select them there. I get why that's done. However, in my mind, I'm having a little bit of, cognitive dissonance with this idea that, I'm exporting my posts, so they should come in as posts. I just want to preempt this idea that some people might have where if they're exporting, like you saw on my site, over 100 posts, and they think they're importing 100 posts, you're kind of not, right? You're going to have to go into each post, create a new post, type in your title. Right now, upload your thumbnail, go into the post in Thrive Architect, add in the template, and then, bloop, it loads your whole thing right there. It works perfectly, but you will have to do that for each one. Granted, that's a million times faster than a lot of the alternatives. That's kind of like a one hitch. And everything I'm talking about here with posts is exactly the same way it works with pages. So pages are going to be the exact same. And while we're on this topic, actually, let me go ahead and switch back to the screen. I'll leave myself in a pip here. If I scroll down, and again, we're on my demo site where we've migrated things to, again, there's design packs, but if we go to global elements What they've done is they've brought over these global elements here under content templates. They've brought them in as page templates. Now, I imported this twice, so ignore the fact that they're here twice. That's on me. But here's the Amazon SES page, the courses page, and my Convology Pro page. So all these pages were brought over, but not as pages in WordPress. They were brought over as page templates, as global elements that you can, fairly easily click into your page, but not quite how you think. Another little bit of feedback that I wish that this also brought over courses and Thrive Apprentice templates. Right now, there's no way for you to bring over your Thrive Apprentice courses to another website. I wish what this would do is I wish it would create the same type of like zip folder. And inside that zip folder, I wish it would have courses, modules, lessons, and then bring over all the images. And if you've customized things in Thrive Architect, they could be in there too. I wish it would be a nice little way to just one-click migrate Thrive Apprentice. Right now, just like it says, it's strictly for themes, pages, posts, things like that. It doesn't really get into courses. So that's some of my feedback. I think it's pretty constructive and fair. Overall, what I think about this feature, I think it's excellent. I think it's something that I personally have been wanting. It's something that I've asked for, and it's something that I will use because I manage a lot of different clients' websites. I create templates like this all the time for my own courses. For example, in Convology Pro, you can get access to pretty much all the templates that we imported today. And you can now see how easy it would be to import those templates directly to your site. So in my mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create design packs, and maybe this is what they were going for, I don't know. But I'm going to create design packs for my Thrive Apprentice course, and that's going to include my member dashboard. It's going to include my login page. It'll include my sales pages for my courses. And then I can put those design packs as resources in my courses and my memberships so that people can download them and get access to them in a really, really easy way rather than, and this is kind of cool, rather than having to go into each page, export, download, I can now just go to one place, design packs, and I could build different design packs and export them. And while I'm thinking about it, maybe one cool additional feature would be on the design packs page. In fact, let me migrate back there. All right, so right here, what would be really cool is under this section right here, under design packs for export, I'd love to see a list of the packs that I have where I could just quickly re-download them. And then under import, I'd like to see a list of the packs that I've imported, maybe so I could re-download them again. That to me would be a really cool kind of front end, maybe also usability feature as well. All right, so that's the design pack feature. Thanks for exploring that with me. Again, it came out today, so it's still pretty young, but let me know down below in the comments what you think about it and if you're going to use it on your website or, in this case, websites. And hopefully Thrive can expand this into something even better than it is now. That's all I have for you in this video. I'm Doug from Convology, and I'll see you in the next one.